So you want to start your own YouTube channel? I think that is a great idea. In this video I will share you my insights of starting a YouTube channel. I started 1.5 years ago and I know that my channel isn't perfect. In no way I can say that I'm an expert. I just want to share the things that I struggled with, because I know that it's hard to start and to find a way to attract people towards your channel. So that are the things that I want to share with you, my insights, my tips, but also I work in marketing and I want to share the tips that are marketing related to your channel as well. This video is called How to Start a YouTube Channel 2019. That doesn't mean that it's not relevant to people that want to start in 2020. It's just I'm going to start with some basics, some things, some tips that I give you for starting a YouTube channel. But why I not call it 2019 is because 2019, I think it's very important to really consider these basics, because YouTube is becoming so much more popular every week and week. It becomes more popular and you can see the rise of more YouTube creators, and to stand out amongst all of those people, understanding the basics is very important, and that's why I call it How to Start Your YouTube Channel in 2019. My first tip that I want to give you is to just start your YouTube channel and to start making your first video, because I know that things are holding you back. Maybe you are afraid of the comments of people that you know, that they will laugh behind your back, that they will talk about it. But that's something that you really shouldn't consider, because you are one step ahead of them, because you are the one who started already. And I think that it's also, it might be scary. I was scared to post my first video and to get feedback and to get criticism. But once you upload your first video, you actually feel very proud, and the positive comments they are much, you more remember the positive comments, that's what I want to say, and you will forget about the criticism very quickly. And you might also think that you need a lot of knowledge to start your YouTube channel, but I actually think that when you upload your first video, okay, it will not be the best video that you will make, but by pushing yourself to post a video every week again, then you also push yourself to become better. You push yourself to learn more, and the things that you have to learn to be a YouTube creator, like filming, editing, looking for music, that are things that you will learn along the way, because you will bump into new things that you have to learn, and because you want to learn it, you will learn it because you will push yourself. And if you're just waiting to the moment that you're good enough, then you will not gain as much knowledge by learning while doing. My second tip is to make goals for yourself, because otherwise you might get frustrated, because you didn't set goals to work to. And that's one of the problems that I had when I started my channel. My only goal was actually I wanted to explore a bit what video was, what vlogging was, and I didn't really set goals. My only goals were that I wanted to find an internship abroad, and then afterwards also find a job in marketing, because when I started I was still in university. And actually being able to make videos actually helped me find a job, because I had something that stood out on my CV, and that was my only goal. But I didn't set goals for my learning curve. I didn't set goals for how many videos I wanted to post. So that's very important. And if you make goals, I would recommend making SMART goals. And SMART goals means that they have to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And a SMART goal could be, I want to have 100 subscribers in 5 months. That is very specific, it's measurable because it's 1,000 subscribers. It's attainable if you want, 100 subscribers. It's attainable, it's relevant to your channel, and it's also time-based because you have 5 months in it. But is that the best way to set goals? I don't know. I think that when you start a YouTube channel, it's also a good idea to focus on internal goals goals that you have complete control over, because you will not have control over people that will subscribe to your channel. And then if you don't make that goal, you might still get frustrated. So also make internal goals, and with this I mean set goals on how many videos you want to post in 1 month. Set goals on how many topics you want to learn new things about in a specific month. And in this way you will become better every month, and you will actually track how much better you get, instead of having other people deciding if you get frustrated or not. Okay, tip number 3 is to create valuable content. People are coming to YouTube for specific reasons. Some people like to get entertained, other people want to get educated, some people are here to find information, and it's also very good to think about these things when you are making your video, because people want to have something valuable to them. If you are a very good entertainer, then yes, entertaining videos are perfect for you, and be proud of that as well. But if you want to make more educational videos, also make sure that you bring the right value to people and what they are looking for. And actually, to make entertaining videos, it's a good idea to see the things that are trending, to see some trends in culture as well, and make some videos about that. If you want to make educational videos, it's good to get a bit of knowledge of what people are looking for. I think my best video so far has been a review on this camera, which is the Canon EOS R, because it just came out and a lot of people are looking for it. So then because people are looking for it, they would find my video more often than all of the other videos that I made. And actually a good tip to find content that people are looking for is actually to use websites like Infinite Suggest, and also use Google AdWords, because in Google AdWords, even if you have a free account, you can put in keywords and see what the search volume is. And that's actually why I'm making this video as well, because I know a lot of people are looking for the search term how to start a YouTube channel. And I will link towards these tools in the description of this video. And I would really recommend doing some research on the topics that people are looking for. But also go to other channels, see what they are talking about, and get some inspiration there. My next tip, except for value and being relevant to your target audience, is to do some storytelling, because storytelling is very important. People like stories since they are child. That's why fairy tales are very popular. So a bit of storytelling in your videos is also a very good idea. And to do storytelling, it's good to understand your target audience, or the people that you are actually trying to target. And in marketing we call them buyer personas. These are blueprints of the ideal viewer or the ideal customer. And you could also think about this when you are starting your YouTube channel. The people that you want to have a look at your video, what are their goals, how can I help them with their goals, what are their frustrations, maybe I can make content that helps them get rid of their frustrations. Also think about specifics, are they young, how do they look like, how do I speak to them, and that is how you can make better stories actually. As an example, in some of the courses that I give about social media, I always talk about, imagine that you are going on a trip with a couple of friends, and when you come back you tell the story to all kinds of groups of people. And first you will tell the story to your other friends that weren't with you on the trip, and you will talk about all the good parties you went to, you talk about drinking, maybe you talk about that one night stand that you had, and so on. But then when you talk to your parents about this trip, you might focus on other aspects of the trip. You might not tell that you went on you might not tell that you had a one night stand. And then maybe if you're talking to your boss, then you might even tell other aspects of your vacation. So this is the same story that you tell to different people in a different way. And this is also something that you have to take into consideration when you want to do some storytelling in your videos, because other kinds of people, other kinds of buyer personas will want to have the story in another way. My next tip is to start small to become big. So I talked about buyer personas, and I talked about creating valuable content. And actually, if you start your YouTube channel, a lot of people will make the mistake that I made, and that is actually to talk about general topics, because I have a lot of passions that I want to share with all of my with my audience. And then in my vlog I would talk about movies, I would talk about Halloween, I would talk about Christmas, but I would also talk about marketing, and it was a bit too broad and people didn't find it interesting. And actually, if you start, it is good to find your niche that you want to make videos in. And at this moment I only make videos about video making, YouTube creation, social media. So I narrowed down the topics that I want to talk about, and actually you can make more valuable content because you have a specific niche that you want to work in, and people that are looking for this niche will find you. And if you are too general, then a lot of people might not think that your video is so interesting. And then you build a solid base of fans, and then maybe after a while you can go a bit more general, because you have a fan base and people know you, and they want to know more about your life as well. The next tip, I think it's a very good transition from the last tip, is to be unique and be yourself. I talked about going to other people's channel to see what they're making content about, but that doesn't mean that I want you to steal their ideas. It's just to get some inspiration. I always want you to be unique, because if you start your YouTube channel and just copy somebody else, then you will only be known as a copy of. Try to be yourself, show your own personality, and be unique. I'm not the person that's going to jump around in front of the camera, because I'm a bit more serious, and that's just not who I am. So I'm not going to pretend to be that on camera. I'm just myself, and I would recommend being yourself as well, and try to make unique content and give your own insights, as well as things that you are inspired by others. My next tip, I actually lost my count on which tip it was, but it's actually to don't forget the basics, because basics are very important. And one of the things that people ask me when I give courses on social media is, how does the algorithm work for Google, for Facebook, for YouTube? And actually, to be honest, nobody really knows, because it's very secretive, and people will give you tips on how to beat the algorithm. But I think the thing to take into consideration the most is that these algorithms are actually built so that people will stay longer on the channel. For Facebook, for Google, for YouTube, because the longer you are on their platform, or the more that you use it, the longer period you are on there, the more ads they can show, the more you come back to the platform, the more ads they can show, and the more money they will make. So actually their main goal of these algorithms is to keep you on the platform as long as possible. So YouTube wants every visitor to find the videos that they are looking for. So some of the basics that you can't forget is to put in a description for every video, to put in a good title for every video. If your video is about starting a YouTube channel, then name it how to start a YouTube channel, because then YouTube will know that your video is about just that. When you did some keyword research, underneath the description you can also put in tags, and you can actually give tags that are related to the topic. So in this tags I will put some about becoming a YouTube creator and so on as a tag. So I will tell YouTube for who this video is interesting. And actually by doing this you will help YouTube understand your video, and they will know if they need to show you video when people are looking for a specific keyword. And that's why basics are very important. And that's the same with your biography, your profile. Put in a description, put in a picture, put in a cover photo, because then YouTube will know that you're an actual person that really cares about the content that they make. So without that, YouTube will not know what your channel is about. So really put in some effort and think about the basics. And also, if your video is doing well, if a lot of people look more than 1 minute, then YouTube will know that this video might be interesting for more people, and it will push it to more people, even more people. And actually YouTube will see how long people are looking at the videos. They will see how many people are liking the video. They will see how many people have commented, how many people have liked it. And in this way YouTube will understand your video better and better, and it will push it to other people as well. So really think about this. And the next basic is to also make it visually attractive for people to click, because how more people click, the more people YouTube will show you video to. So make an interesting thumbnail and upload it with your video as well. One of the last things that I want to talk about is equipment, because in the beginning we started with that you might be struggling to know what you have to do to start your YouTube channel. And one of the things that a lot of people struggle with is equipment, because they think that they need a lot of money to start a YouTube channel. They think that they need to invest in expensive cameras, microphones, a tripod, lighting and so on. But actually that is not the case, because all of the other things are much more important than quality. I think that storytelling is the most important part. Creating valuable content is very much more important than having nice looking images. But that being said, I also think that you should invest in some equipment, but it's actually not necessary when you start your YouTube channel, because your smartphone has a perfect camera in it. I started my YouTube channel using my smartphone camera, and actually the footage was quite good. And I think that it would be stupid to invest in a camera right away, because maybe after 20 videos on YouTube you might think that YouTube is not for you, and then you will put your camera away somewhere and it's just collecting dust. And that's not what I want to see a camera in that state. And it's also a bit of you spend money on something that you're not using. So first try with your smartphone and see if YouTube is actually something for you before investing in equipment. Equipment can actually come later. And it is also fun when you buy new equipment, then you see that you are progressing, and you buy new equipment and you can progress a bit more and so on. So it's actually fun to do it in a later stage. My last tip is to engage people, to put something in the comments. Try to start a conversation with them, but also when you start your YouTube channel, go to other starters, their YouTube channel, try commenting on their videos, start talking to them, and maybe they will come back to you, and try to engage people in your videos. Just like I'm going to ask you right now, is to put something in the comments below. If you agree with my tips, if you feel that I've said something wrong, please tell that as well, so we can learn from each other. If you have other tips, put that in the comments as well, so then we can start a conversation. And I'm actually open to answer all of your questions as well in the comments. Ask people to like your video, like I'm asking to like my video right now. But also share your video on Facebook, so that you can have all of your friends and family to follow you on Facebook and subscribe to your channel and engage them to become part of your fan base. And that's how I'm going to close the video. That were my tips. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about starting a YouTube channel, about making videos, video gear, and even social media marketing. So subscribe, and then I will see you in my next video. Bye.